Well, good morning, everyone. Morning. My name is Chris Smith. I am chairman of the membership committee and co-chairman of the conference committee. I will be presenting the 2015 IGSHPA Ambassador Award this morning. This award is given to an individual who has been recognized for their outstanding vision, leadership, and continuing guidance and support of IGSHPA and the ground source heat pump industry. This year's recipient of the award is Mr. Richard Soper of Bosch Thermal Technologies. Richard, before you come up, I'd like to read one thing from your bio. Richard was awarded the CBE, Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, for services to the heating and renewable technology industry in the Queen's Birthday Honors List, which he received on February 1st, 2013 at the ceremony in Buckingham Palace. Richard, would you come up, please?
My wife's got to take a picture as well.
Okay. Sandy, take one. Make sure we get one.
Well, good morning, everybody. As you know, I'm Richard Soper, because I've just been introduced. Firstly, I'd just like to thank some great presentations this morning, and I've put a few notes together, but particularly I wanted to mention that now I'm actually in the University of the Third Age. That means I'm retired. It's a matter of interest for those who didn't know it. And Vitor Gregorios took over from me a few months ago. So I'm happily now doing other things, and I'd like to mention those because it carries on exactly what I've learned here in the United States and other parts of the world. And advocacy is what it's all about, and what I want to try and do in my future is to continue to invest in ground source heat pumps. And so, just so if you remember last year, I gave a presentation with regard to coming through an era in the UK in a massive change in my own country. And I think it's been said this morning very eloquently, it's now our chance in the United States with ground source heat pumps. I'm a lucky person, I live both in the US and in the UK, and in both my properties I have a ground source heat pump system. And in both of them, or particularly this one in the United States, we will also put in photovoltaic, and it will become net zero. So I believe there's two things that we can do. One is we can bring comfort and cooling as well as heating to our homes and to our industry. And particularly, I think the next part, which is very important, it brings something to our pocket. As part of my future as well, I'm also now involved in various projects in education, and I will take this with me with regard to what I've learned and what I've done here in the United States in ground source heat pumps, and I hope that I can continue to support here the association as well as I have done over the last few years. So I thank all of you, and even though Sandy won't mind me saying this, if you ever want to visit us down in Atlanta and see our property and see what we've done there, you're very welcome to come and see our investment in what it's bringing to us in comfort as well as in cost. So thanks very much indeed, Chris, and I wish this a great conference. Thanks very much indeed.